We have a chance to win the World Series on our home turf. However, we do need to go 2-0 in our next two games to do so. We have the 2-1 series lead against the Houston Astros, and we are back here in Colorado, dropping the first one at home, picking up 2 on the road in Houston. I'll take it. We got James Mora in game 1. All we can do is take it one game at a time. Nolan Jones has been excellent this World Series so far. A few RBI, a bunch of hits. Jazz Chisholm has gone into the power. Adele Amador had a 2-home run game. Our pitching has been fine. I mean, we did give up the loss last night, but Bud Leonard, for the most part, was pretty decent. He gave up the 3 home runs, but went 5 innings, gave us 8 strikeouts, kind of where I wanted him to be. Just offense couldn't pick it up until late. The big, dastardly gaff, whatever you want to call it, in Game 2 at the very end, not pinch running for Nolan Gorman, cost us maybe a 3-0 series lead and a sweep here. Other than that, I loved our team. I love what we've done. Houston Astros aren't done, however. They are a good team. They still are a good team. And James Mora, and take a shot, you've heard this before, has been a pitcher for us that's been hit or miss. Had a really, really good game against Philadelphia. The other games haven't been too great. We're still banking on that Philadelphia clincher to be kind of what we get from him. And we'll see how he fares against Junior Caminero and the Astros. Gets the first couple Astros out. Caminero is out as well after Jones makes an adjustment to the fly ball. And that will be your inning. Top of the first, clean for Mora. They have Forrest Whitley going on the bump for them. Only pitched in 1 game so far. Went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 4 strikeouts. So this, small sample size, but this is the pitcher he is. We definitely can get on him and win this one. Sterling Thompson wasting no time getting on base. Going to poke this one into left field. It's turned to a slap hitter of sorts for us over the last couple of years. Really good defender, and he gets on to begin the day. Was our 9-hitter all season, our leadoff hitter in the last few games of the playoffs. Adele Amador, he's really found the power lately, and just as quickly as we got on base, we are off the base. As trying to steal second base is Thompson. Langoliers, we know better. He has a strong arm, one of the strongest in all the league, in a 1.74 pop time. Able to get him, even with the poor throw on the wrong side of the bag, still able to get Thompson in time. Amador gets out. Jones, he goes deep center field. That is off the wall, and that will be a triple for Nolan Jones. Nolan Jones in there with a 3-bagger with 2 outs in the inning. His hot World Series continues. His hot postseason continues. His hot season continues. Nolan Jones just doing everything he possibly can to get us on the board here. Chisholm, we've talked about his clutch factor in his career here with us, and he will spit on that fastball outside and get on base. Brings up Ezekiel Tovar, who also is a very good clutch hitter for us. 328 in the playoffs so far, and raise that average. One run will score. The second run right behind him. And Ezekiel Tovar, a 2 RBI double with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. And we score 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning for, I want to say, the 4th straight game. I think we've done that in all 4 of our games so far. So we get on the board. We get on the board early. We hold that lead. Domine not done with it into center field. Mayfield, he has trouble handling it. However, because of that, Domine tries to push his luck, does drive in the run, however, caught at second base. 3 runs for us here in that first inning. And in the second, it's going to get right by Thompson as Ozzy Albies gets on base. The first run. The first hit for the Astros here. Dylan Carlson, he's going to put this one into right field. Just keeps carrying, and that one gets over the wall. And it is 3-2, so just like that, The Astros strike back. Put into right field in that one. Goes over the fence and not hit too particularly hard. Won't register as a hard hit ball on Baseball Savant. Didn't go too terribly far, but did just enough. And just like that, our really good first inning turns into a much needed first inning. We up just by one now after the 2-run blast by Dylan Carlson. Stephen Kwan with 2 outs in the inning is going to put this one right in front of the left fielder. And I believe that's Chas McCormick. And that will be a 2-out single for Kwan. Sterling Thompson, 2-1 count here with 2 outs. He puts this one deep into center field. This one keeps carrying and carrying and carrying. Mayfield reaches out. He can't get it. Takes a second to go and claim it. Thompson runs all the way around to third base. Kwan scores easily, and we answer back. 4-2 game stands now as the Rockies extend their lead back to multiple runs. And look, Mayfield just misses it and then plays it weirdly off the wall. Could have just grabbed it. I don't know if he was needed it to stop. I don't know why he was doing out there. Either way, they're going to hit Amador. Brings up Nolan Jones, a triple and a run in the first inning. And here against Forrest Whitley on his 50th pitch. Other way, and Caminero is there to snag it. So, a run from Sterling Thompson, and extends this lead as we're back up top by multiple runs. It's now 4-2 as we end the second inning. Here in the bottom of the third, Tommy Domine fists this one off and will drop down for a base hit. So a 2-out hit for Domine in the third. Maybe a 2-out rally to ensue. Well, let's see if that is the case. Nolan Gorman, he chops it into the ground. Pena's there, flicks at second base. Great play by a Gold Glove caliber shortstop from Providence, Rhode Island. At least did his high school in Providence, his college in Maine. So New England ties to Pena, just like myself. Chas McCormick gonna play corner ball. Dumps this one just in front of the line there, and he's going to scoot all the way onto second base with a double. Carlson, ground ball. Tovar picks it up, flips to first, and not in time. So a slow roller gets Carlson first base and keeps the inning alive. Pena 0 for 1 on the day. Chopper, Thompson's there. Goes the short way to second, and that will do it. So, Mora gets out of the jam again. He's been fairly solid as we head through 4 innings for him. Drew Romo leads us off in the fourth with a walk. Forrest Whitley not having his best stuff. Kwan sends it out to center field, and this will drop. Romo able to get out there and get to second base. And that will be it for Whitley. And that will bring in the next pitcher. As Whitley's day is done. And Carlos Vargas, he comes in. He's been a staple so far. We've seen him a couple of times. 5 2/3 innings, 3.18 ERA. I think he's given up 1 or 2 runs against us. I think just 1 run. But he's been the guy that they bring in usually in these situations early. And we've chased out the starting pitchers early more often than not. Amador, grounder second base, gets the out but able to bring the run in. Then Nolan Jones, he is struck out on the fastball up and in. And he will walk back to the bench. So Vargas comes in, does give up 1 run, but mitigates damage. Langoliers, damage up the middle via single. It is about the 3rd or 4th hit he's had like that in this postseason. When you're hitting the ball up the middle, it means you're usually on it. And as a power guy, rather him not be usually on it. Is usually going to go over the fence more often than not. Ray Vance, however, grounder to Tovar. Amador, Domine, 6-4-3, double play, just like you draw it up at home. And great play by our middle infield. doing some real good work. Again, one of the best defensive middle infields in the game at the moment. Mayfield 0 for 2. Continue at 0 for 3. Liner right on Amador, and he's able to convert the out. So no runs scored. You give up a hit, but then a double play, and then a line out in 2 pitches, 3 outs. Gets us out of it. Top 6. Mora walks Caminero. Can't hit a home run if you're walking him. So I guess we'll take it with 1 out in the inning. Ozzie Albies, a grounder, helps out a lot. And there it is. Tovar, Amador, and Domine again. Another 6-4-3 double play. This time ending the inning and getting us to the 7th is James Mora going on strong. Just those 2 runs, and I believe that 2nd or 3rd inning. And other than that, has been fantastic. He's out there for the 7th. McCormick, other way, past the diving Tommy Domine. And he will be on first base. Can Mora get another ground ball? He's done such a good job at doing that so far. This one absolutely stung. Fastball inside part of the plate, shoots it the other way. Carlson, he gets into one. This one deep to left field, and Chisholm back at the wall, making the catch. And that will be the first out of the 7th inning. A scary one for a guy who's already gone deep. Jeremy Pena, he goes the other way. This one's going to find right field. Jones twirls, fires on a rope to third base. And Mora gives up his 2nd base runner of the inning on top of a scary out. And I think the right decision to come out and pull the plug on his day. Mora, pitching well, is responsible for the 2 on base. Hopefully that isn't going to matter much, if at all. We'll see who comes in to help alleviate some stress. It's going to be Bo Brisky. 8 appearances, 10 innings, 3.5 ERA. Just exactly what we need Bo Brisky to be is what he has been for us. Again, one of the better Rule 5 picks we've had in franchise history, has been a staple of our bullpen over the last few years, and especially in the playoffs, does stuff like this. And gets important outs and prevents runs. And he's been doing that with the best of them so far in his tenure here. Josh Hader appearance, 1 or 3 of the 9 Reliever of the Year awards that are strewn about this, or 8 Reliever of the Year awards strewn about this roster. And Amador greets Hader with a single here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Amador on first base, and Nolan Jones 1 for 3 on the day. 0 for 1 count, 0-1 count. And Jones other way, diving play by Pena, up fires and gets the out at first base. What a play by Jeremy Pena. Laying out, making the play, getting up, making the throw. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps and a dive just to get to it. Up quickly. Jones is no slouch running. And he's able to make the play just in time. Jazz Chisholm other way, left field, coming around and testing the throw is Amador. He's in there safely, and Chisholm, an RBI single for the former NLCS MVP, former World Series MVP, trying to add another MVP to his mantle. It brings up Ezequiel Tovar, 3-0 count. He spits on it high, and Hader again, another kind of blow-up inning. I think he's only had 1 clean one against us, and then that will signal in David Bednar, 2025 Reliever of the Year from his time with Pittsburgh. 7 innings, 1-0 record. He's been very, very good in the playoffs. Tommy Domine, he strikes out, looking fastball at the top of the zone, clips it, and Domine is taken down. So in the 7th inning ends at 6-2. Chisholm gives us a run, and we add a little bit of insurance, trying to pick up game number 4, win number 3 of this World Series. Pitch hit down the line by Brendan Donovan here in the top of the 8th inning. He'll settle for a single as that one skips over the bag, and Brisky gives up a base hit. Caminero, he swings at the circle change by his ankles. Filthy pitch, and that will bring in Ryan Helsley. So Brisky, he goes about an inning plus, gets a strikeout, does exactly what we need for him to do, and Helsley's coming out for what could be the final out of the 8th inning before we hand the rock over to Roger Calderon or Adbert Alzolay, whoever we decide to put out there. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. See you fucking later. Ozzy Albies can't catch up to 102 on the corner. Helsley has been a cheat code for us this postseason. 6-2, still the lead. Brandon Hughes, mixed bag of appearances against us in this postseason. He comes out and with his 4.70 ERA, 10 appearances, I think the most in the bullpen for the Houston Astros this postseason, and he faces off against Nolan Gorman to begin. Gorman, chopper, up the middle, it's through. As Gorman starts us off with a single in the 8th inning. Drew Romo, who almost doubled in Gorman a couple of games ago, is going to ground a double play ball, but not a double play, as Vance did a good job to pick it on his left side, but then a poor throw to second base keeps both runners safe. Steven Kwan, 2 for 3 today, 4 of 13 or 4 for 11, whatever it said, for the World Series. He goes left field. This one hangs up and will be caught. So nothing doing. Steven Kwan put out on 1 pitch. And that will do it for Hughes as Karinchak comes in. And I probably would have kept Hughes in just because the lefty Thompson is up. And he does much better against righties than lefties. So Karinchak, he's up. He's had perfect 7 innings, basically. A triple and a single and RBI for Thompson in this postseason, hitting 300 plus. Can he come through with another base hit here? First pitch by Karinchak is smacked left field. This will drop down for a base hit. Run will come across to score. Romo behind Gorman. He holds up at third base, and an RBI base hit from Sterling Thompson here at the top of our lineup. He's been coming through today. A 3-hit game, multiple RBI for Thompson, and he's just been doing what he's been doing all postseason, slapping the ball around the yard and just coming through when we need him to. Amador, center field, be plenty of time, plenty of space to allow Romo to come through and score. He is in sliding head first, and it's 8-2 Rockies as we add a couple here in the 8th inning and are looking to pull away for the potential win. Nolan Jones strikes out. As much as I love him, not perfect. Can't be perfect. Can't expect that from anybody. And we move into the 9th inning where Helsley is here. He has 2 outs in the 9th. Pitch to Pena is popped up. This is more than popped up. Hit very, 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 very well. Helsley gives up a double to Jeremy Pena, and maybe more than a double as Pena rounds second base, heads to third, and a triple from Jeremy Pena. So late action here for the Astros as they try to add on, and they don't say die. First pitch to Shea Langoliers, and he hits this very well opposite field. Going back is Jones. He's at the track, at the wall, looking up. This one crosses over into the bullpen, and cutting the lead in half are the Astros. Again, they didn't hear no bell. It is 8-4, and the first miscue of Helsley's postseason comes here in the World Series, as that was punched over the outfield wall, and Langoliers gets a home run in the World Series for Colorado. At Colorado. We've heard that story before. Usually we're very excited about that, but now we're not so jazzed up about it. We do bring in Adbert Alzolay to try to close things down here as a de facto closer when the game's out of hand. However, I would have liked to see our actual closers come in and get 1 out. but Ray Vance does us a favor, pops it up into the outfield, and there is Stephen Kwan to put it over. Rockies win 8-4 here in Colorado, and one win away, just one measly win away from another World Series championship. They're looking for number two in 3 years. Let's see if they can do it. Eight to 4 the win. Mora with the W. Whitley with the loss. Rockies lead this series 3-1. Like we mentioned, let's check out the box score here if we can. Mayfield, no hits at the top of the lineup. We got multiple hits towards the bottom of the lineup. McCormick, Pena, Carlson, Langeliers really did the damage today. A double by McCormick, triple by Pena, and then Carlson, Langeliers each went deep. So the others of the lineup did some stuff, but the top half and who we really wanted to keep at bay, we were able to do that. Whitley, 5 runs, 8 hits in 3 innings, and then the bullpen came in. It was hit or miss, but we ended up putting up 8 runs and on 12 hits. 3 hits for Thompson's 2 RBI. From him, he was great. Amador had 2 RBI. Tovar had 2 RBI. Triple by Jones and Thompson. Double by Tovar. RBIs strewn all around this lineup. We did score 8 runs. Thompson caught stealing in one of the first inning. I think singled and then was caught later on. 6 1/3 from Mora. 7 hits, 2 earned, 3 strikeouts. Brisky was great. Helsley was great to give up the homer at the end. And then Alzolay came through and finished the deal. What could be the deciding, the clinching game number 5. We are up 3-1 against the Houston Astros. And on a rainy Colorado October night, we take on the Astros and try to pull off a win here against Houston. Can we win it here in Colorado? Can we celebrate in front of our home fans? 5 runs in each of the first 2 games. We won those. Failed to win Game 3 even though we were close. And then a big offensive showing in Game 4. And we got Bobby White, Bobby Blanco, the guy that's been the most consistent pitcher for us. It's a rematch of Game 1. Bryce Miller looking to bring his best stuff. White trying to replicate what he did in Game 1. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can do as these 2 pitchers go head-to-head here in what could be a series clincher for the Colorado Rockies. And the Astros have to do what the Rockies did to the Pirates and come back and win the next 3, claim a World Series championship. White, again, 5 games. He's giving you 6 innings per game, basically, and holding opponents to like 2 or 3 runs. He's been awesome. 31 strikeouts in 30 innings. He's been fantastic. First batter is Mayfield, and he goes up the middle. We'll have a single for the Astros to begin the game. So runner on first base as Mayfield gets on, and Junior Caminero coming over from Tampa Bay this year, winning AL MVP. Pitch out, throw down to second base, and Mayfield is gunned. Good defense and a great job by the Rockies picking up the KO there on Mayfield. And then Caminero flails the slider. That will do it for the first inning. Get up a hit, gun him down, strike out the next guy. Boy, oh boy, what a fun first inning. Bryce Miller did not have the best appearances against us. I don't think even went for 5 innings. I think we chased him out early in the 4th. We hit him around a little bit, had a big first inning against him. Showed him that we were meaning business and he wasn't going to scare us. Let's see if we can do the same here. Does get the swing and miss on the slider for Thompson, so that's a strikeout to begin the day for Bryce Miller. It's better than what we've seen from him before, so I guess they'll take it. Amador, though. This one's deep. This one, will it stay fair? Yes! It will, Adael Amador. Home run in the first inning. And again, we've scored 2 runs, and I believe every game but game 3. I think 3 out of our 4 games so far, we've scored at least 2 runs in the first inning. This being 4 out of 5, we've scored at least in the first inning. See, can we add any more? Nolan Jones, next pitch is to him. He goes the opposite way, and this one in front of Bubba Thompson in left field. So 2 of the best hitters for Colorado get on early. Ezequiel Tovar, 3-2 count. He swings and misses, so not 2 runs. We do get a run as the Colorado Rockies get on thanks to Adael Amador, one of the top prospects we had coming into my tenure here. And he continues his fantastic postseason. Really, the end of the postseason. The beginning of the postseason, the first few games, first few series, wasn't all that. But Amador has really, really, really done a good job for us the last couple of games. Walk by Albies, doesn't matter. Pena tried to go the hit and run, swings and misses a slider outside, and thrown out. Albies next pitch, Pena jammed right field. Jones, plenty of room to make the catch. So 2 outs in the second inning. Brings up Brennan Donovan, former Cardinal, now current going to the bench after the strikeout. And strikeout victim to Bobby White, and that will do it for the second. Langoliers in the third, going to hit a ball that hits off of Bobby White's leg. Langoliers quick enough to get to first base, so he will be safe. And oh no, Bobby White has to come out of the game. Oh man, so a swollen knee, he can't pitch the rest of the game. And we're going to bring in Marco Garcia. We're going to ask him to give us some innings here. That is so brutal. That is so brutal. Bobby White has been our most consistent pitcher, maybe our most consistent player in this postseason. And he goes out with an injury. Garcia does get the ground ball, double play, round the horn, as runner was going to second base. So right there was Tovar, and just gets Langoliers. And the 2-2 pitch, cutter inside, perfect pitch, gets Carlson. Garcia comes in and gets 3 quick outs, but we're still not. There's still a knot in our stomach watching Bobby White go down and bringing it to Garcia to try to win us this ball game. Top of the 4th inning now as the Rockies offense struggling to do much of anything. Mayfield gets his second base hit as Chisholm picks it up right in front of him. Couldn't hang up long enough for Jazz to make the snag on the fly. Thompson, need to get him out. We can't. Slow roller up the middle. Mayfield puts on the brakes at second. Kwan's throw comes into third. 2 on back-to-back singles. Now, Caminero, 0-2 count, fastball, blown right by him. Garcia picks up the strikeout, his second. That's a big strikeout for the former Kansas State Wildcat, who we drafted 4th overall a few years ago. Albies, chopper, Thompson, he goes to second base, over to first. Incredible double play by Sterling Thompson and company, as 2 singles to begin the inning, then a strikeout of the MVP, and a insane double play on a player that's been a thorn in our side. And that is how you end an inning, ladies and gentlemen. Nolan Jones into the night sky. 2 runs for the Rockies now as a solo shot from Nolan Jones. Coors, absolute blast. 4th postseason ding-dong for Nolan Jones. 4-4-4 on the distance. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Absolutely plastered that baseball. Jazz Chisholm, next batter. Oh, Caminero on the dive. Throws to first. And a big home run followed by a web gem as Caminero cuts down Jazz. trying to go the other way with it, and full extension. Needed to time that up perfectly. He did. And let's see. Threw that 90 miles per hour, 140 feet across the diamond. He is not a human being. I'll tell you that. Domine up the middle, single. So Tommy Domine keeps the inning going with a 2-out single. Then Gorman to Caminero. He goes the short way. And that will do it for the inning. A couple of great plays by Caminero, but Nolan Jones' home run, 444 feet, give the Rockies a 2-0 lead. Jeremy Pena 0 for 1 on the day, and make it 1 for 2 as he beats Garcia and Thompson down the left field line. Chisholm picks up in the corner and a double for Pena to begin the 5th inning. We've seen innings get out of hand for Garcia. Can he keep this inning at bay? Brandon Donovan, who excels the runners in scoring position. Garcia finds that out. Laced down the line into the corner, rattles up against the wall. Jones plays it perfectly, throw into second base, and a double by Donovan. Him and Pena will swap spots. It's now 2-1. Astros getting on the board with a big cranked hit by their their DH infielder utility guy. Shea Langoliers is the reason that we have Garcia on the mound, and he did this on purpose, I think. That one goes by Thompson, and back-to-back pitches, we have lost the lead. Now a tie ball game as that throw, not in time and well off the mark anyway, and Langoliers ties this ball game up at dose. Garcia to Carlson. Carlson puts a charge into this one. Chisholm ranging back at the track, at the wall, puts the glove up and makes the catch. Chisholm does make the catch, but that was a scary, scary, scary sight as Garcia gives a loud out. Mayfield swings at a bad pitch and will pop up to the third baseman in Thompson. The Astro Bats come alive here in the 5th. Make this a 2-2 ball game, and we are back to square one. Stephen Kwan long at bat with Bryce Miller, ends up losing him and gets on first base with the walk. You love to see it. Sterling Thompson 0 for 2, swings at a bad pitch, and with Kwan all the way at second base, he's able to come around and score? No, he's going to be on second base, or third base, my apologies. So it doesn't quite score. Amador does get hit to load the bases. And now we're asking for Nolan Jones to come in, and Josh Hader will come in. So that does it for Bryce Miller. Another shaky performance here in the World Series as we bring out Josh Hader, who hasn't really exactly been fantastic for the Astros, especially in this World Series. And Nolan Jones, working on a 2 for 2 day, would love to get a hold of a pitch and drive it to take away this tie, and that's what he does. Up the middle, not hit too sharply, but found eyes, got through the middle. 2 runs from Nolan Jones, who is putting on an RBI clinic this World Series. 3 for 3, his third RBI of the day. He had 4 in Game 1. He's had a couple others strewn about the other games. And he is well on his way for a World Series MVP if we are to cash this in. Chisholm, however, grounds out to third base, which turns into a double play. And that will end the inning. So, Hader gives up 2 runs, gets out of the inning, but we retake the lead 4-2 here as we finish the 5th inning up. Caminero against Garcia. Caminero this time gets on board with a single. Jones tracks it down and holds it to just a single. Caminero on with 1 out in the 6th inning. Garcia still working strong. 47 pitches deep. Pena 1 for 2. Bully ball. Pimped it. Deep left field. Tie game. 4-4 again. Pena, his 6th home run this postseason, 2nd of this World Series, and he absolutely clobbered that. 430 feet to left, tie ball game. Garcia, his 4th earned run given up. Because of that, we are going to turn to another lefty starter that we have in our bullpen, Brandon Barrera. 4 games, 2 holds, 4 innings pitched. He's done just enough to keep everyone off the board, and he does that here. Donovan does sneak it in. So my apologies, spoke too soon. A double by Brennan Donovan as it just clips up over the wall, and probably would have been a double either way, so I don't think it helps or hurts us. But anyway, runner on second base. Langoliers 2 for 2 today. Misses. Strike 3 on the fastball. Barrera pumped up. Leaves the runner at second base. And that is all she wrote for the Astros here in the 8th inning. 4 runs. Or really, 6th inning, excuse me. 4 runs total for both squads. And that is where we leave it off. Ezequiel Tovar gets a hold of a fastball for Hader. This one is carrying, and just like that, the lead is back. Ezequiel Tovar goes course to left field, almost 400 feet. Hit it just well enough, and we have the lead right back. Tovar goes deep in the night sky, and this has been one of the most crazy World Series games we've seen. Back and forth, home runs here and there. We have the lead. Can we hold on to the lead? Please, I'm begging you. I just want the lead. Domine 1 for 2 on the day. Make it 2 for 3 as he just keeps this one fair. I think it will just be a single, as going into second base is the throw, and staying at first is Tommy Domine. So the former Astro doing some work here in the later days of the World Series. That one just hugs the line. And Stephen Kwan with the runner at second base, 3-2 count. Chops it, second base. Albies hasn't been the best of fielders out there, but does just enough to do that. And that will be it. So we get the run thanks to Ezequiel Tovar, who's been an unsung hero. Actually, we've been singing his praises a lot. He's just been a hero for us this postseason. And Riley Pint getting the ball for the first time in this postseason. Got it 34 times first in the regular season. Been nothing but solid. 3.12 ERA. A former 4th overall pick from before at my time. Hasn't quite panned out to be the electric starter that we wanted, or the last regime wanted. But he's been an excellent reliever for us his whole career. Chisholm just can't track it down, pulled up a little bit too soon, and Carlson is going to roll all the way to third base with a triple. Got a curveball from Pint that he hit just well enough. Again, Chisholm ranging over and just kind of threw on the brakes and couldn't quite catch up to it. Pint loses Mayfield, and that will be a walk. Did get the next out, and Caminero. Fly ball, left field, right field, dive by Jones off his glove. No. Oh, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite. Pint trying to get out of this inning unscathed. Liner, right field, and right there is Amador in shallow right field to put it away. So thankfully, that effort by Jones wasn't in vain, and we were able to get the final out. We're coming down to the closing innings, the closing pitches of this World Series. Brandon Hughes in the 7th, 3 for 3. Jones laced it. Another extra base hit for Nolan. A double this time. In his last 2 games, he's hit for this cycle, as it's a double here to go along with his 2 singles and his home run tonight. Jones with 2 outs keeps the rally going. It is 5-4 still. Can Jazz Chisholm bring the run home? We would love an insurance run. It would be great. And here it is. Single into center field. Mayfield, we've talked about, does not have the arm. He'll keep Chisholm off of second base. And Jazz comes through yet again with an RBI single. And that chases Hughes out of the game. Was so close to getting out of the inning. And we will now see Edwin Diaz, who in 3 appearances this postseason His ERA ballooning over 10. So hasn't been the best of stretches for Diaz over the last few appearances. Tovar up the middle, 107 off the bat from Ezequiel Tovar. Absolutely pulverized that pitch. And Diaz had to go ducking. And now we have 3-2 count. Runners will be off. Domine, a hit here could be crucial. And he watches a fastball 100 miles per hour in on the hands and clips the zone. Filthy pitch for Diaz. Filthy, filthy pitch. Barrera's out. Santos is in. He has been everything we wanted as a reliever the last couple of seasons. And he has done well in the postseason this year as well. 1-1 count to Pena. And he goes deep again! Jeremy Pena, different spot this time, but he cannot stop hitting home runs today. Pena, a World Series hero from the Astros in years past, and he continues that moniker here this year as Pena, his second home run. Good thing we picked up that run in the bottom of the last inning, because 453 feet later, we are up by just one run again. Santos, slider in the dirt, gets Langoliers, and Pena, the big blast to keep this one. This has been such a fun World Series. 23 combined hits, 11 combined runs. It's been everything you wanted and more. Karinchak, he's in. Again, has yet to give up a run this postseason. 8 clean appearances. 7 2/3 of clean baseball. 2 holds. And so far, pitching a gem again. Gets Thompson to pop it up, or Kwan to pop it up, in another perfect inning for Karinchak. Here it is, ladies and gents. Turning to the bullpen. The Marlboro Man, Roger Calderon, to win the World Series. Can he do it? 9th inning. Here we go. Seven for 7 on save ops. 7 2/3 of almost perfect baseball. Ray Vance, goodbye. 1 out in the inning. Getting scary as we are right about to win this one. Dylan Carlson, 1 for 3 on the day. 3-1 count. Launched! Left field! Carlson ties it up in the 9th. Gets to Calderon. And it's now a 6-6 game. Oh, man. Calderon has been so perfect for us all postseason. And then that one-run game we put him in, he starts to lose it. Gives up a hit here. Roger Calderon gives up the tying home run. Then he gives up a hit to Bubba Thompson. The 2 things we don't want to do. Caminero, 1-2 count. We need to keep this 6-6 game. Can we keep this a 6-6 game? Caminero, pop-up, dominate, foul territory. We're going to have to walk this off. The Colorado Rockies. Can we do it? Carlson plays hero for the Astros. The 14th hit, or 13th hit for them. Super crucial. Ties this one up. 6-6. Heading in the bottom of the 9th inning. We're going to turn to David Bednar, who has yet to give up a run in this postseason. They have so many bullpen weapons, and they're going to go to Bednar here. 6 games, 7 2/3 innings pitched. Does not give up hits to righties at all. And we got Thompson, Amador, Jones. Thompson, swing and miss on the fastball. First out of the inning. Glorious pitch by Bednar. And just way late Thompson was. By the time it was in the glove, that's when he decided to swing. And first out of the inning. Just don't want to go down 1-2-3 here. I really don't. And we're on the verge of doing just that. Jones, center field. Mayfield is there. 1-2-3 inning. Radia Bednar. And we head to extras here in game number 5. Albies, Pena, and Donovan. 3 guys that have continuously hurt us this postseason. And we're going to have to go face the eye of the dragon right here. We're going to ask Bo Brisky to do it. He's been one of our most consistent guys. And of the guys we have left, him and Helsley are the 2 that we trust the most. I think him and Helsley are all we have left. And Rafael Parra. But really, it's going to be Brisky and Helsley try to close this thing out for us. 3-1 count. Brisky. And a line shot to third base stabbed by Thompson. Keeps Ozzy Albies off the base pass. 107 off the bat. And that had double written all over it. But Thompson down to a knee. Half slide there to corral the baseball. And here's Pena. We've seen in his last 2 at-bats hit about 900 feet worth of home runs. Just walk him. I don't know. Just walk him. You just can't have him hurt you again the way he has the last 2 times. 3-1 count. 3 for 4 on the day. Pena is walked. That was actually a really good pitch, but they're going to let Pena go. Donovan, ground ball, ends the inning most likely. We need it. Donovan, he strikes out. 4-seam fastball, rides the top of the zone. And Bo Brisky is there to get the out. Shea Langoliers, the last hope for Houston in this inning, potentially. What can he do? 2 for 4 on the day. He's hurt us. And the ball hit him, but he swung. Hit by pitch, but he swung. It will be strike 3. If we're going on to the 10th. Bottom of the 10th coming up. And we keep this lead, or this game, tied at 6. And Langoliers, a dastardly blunder. 3-2 count to Jazz Chisholm as Bednar gets the flyout he needs in the first out of the inning. Now it's up to Ezequiel Tovar. Already gone deep tonight. Has been phenomenal for us this postseason. 2 for 4 with a home run and a single, and OPS over 1,000. What can he do? First pitch, a splitter. 1 for 7, a strikeout in his career against Bednar. 1-0 pitch. Lifted! Left field! Get out! Gone! Ezequiel Tovar wins the World Series. Move over Gibson. Move over Carter. Move over Ortiz. We have a new member on the pantheon of postseason home runs. The Colorado Rockies win it all. Ezequiel Tovar. Celebrate, baby. We won it. The ring, it's ours. Tovar did it. We did it. Home run, ball game, series. Our first year with Tovar, we wanted to extend him. He did not have a great season. After 2 more years, we finally said he's done enough to earn an extension. After that extension, a couple years where he's been on the shelf, hasn't been the same Tovar we thought we were getting. And he ends up winning the World Series in walk-off fashion. You gotta love baseball. Towels out, Rockies win, another World Series ring. For a lot of these players were on the roster for the first one. Some new entries, new contributors. For the most part, most of these guys are adding another ring to their mantle. Likes of Nolan Jones, the Dale Amador, who are the pillars of this franchise. The pitchers that we drafted. Tovar, add that to the guys that were here and made the big difference when I got here. Again, the pitching rotation, all drafted guys over the last 6-7 years. You add Norman Gorman in their trade a couple of years ago. Add in Jazz Chisholm, a free agent signing a couple of years ago. A bullpen that's been forged from trades, free agency, and the Rule 5 draft. Everything that you could do to build a team we've done. We've gotten contributions for all different team-building avenues. And it ends here. One of the greatest seasons in Rockies history. One of the best stories ever told in baseball will be the 2030, Colorado Rockies. We raise that hunk of metal, and that will be it. The Rockies are World Series champions yet again. The most insane thing I've ever seen. We won our second World Series championship in 3 years. Ezequiel Tovar comes through and etches his name in baseball history with the walk-off home run in the 10th inning. And we did it, boys. Your Colorado Rockies are World Series champions, taking down the Houston Astros in 5 games. Nolan Jones ends up being your World Series MVP, hitting almost 420 with 2 home runs and 8 RBI in 5 games. Jazz Chisholm, as we mentioned before, your postseason MVP with Tovar and Jones behind him for that honor. This is an incredible team, an incredible year, and these are the guys who have etched themselves again in the history books. These 26 men, plus more that helped out along the way this year, get a ring, for some of them another ring. And this is one of my favorite versions of this team. The 28 team kind of came out of nowhere. It was our first actual year of competing. And we went out there, made some moves, pushed the needle forward, I think quicker than people expected us to do. And with that, we shocked the world. Expectations were on us last year. We made some moves to keep that core around, and we fell a little short of our goal. This year, there was a combination of that. A little underdog, some new school, some old school, but the expectations in the clubhouse were win it all. That's exactly what we did. There will be some changes. There will be some faces coming and going. And I cannot wait to see the 2031 iteration of the Colorado Rockies as we look for a 3rd World Series championship in 4 years. Can we dynasty this? A team with as little success as you can get in this sport. Can we dynasty this? Thank you for watching. We will see you next time. Some more Colorado Rockies